Hey everybody, so today I'm here to share with you guys what our kids are going to be getting for Christmas from my husband and I. We have a 4-year-old daughter Sophie and a 2.5-year-old daughter Remy. And just so you guys know, if you're looking for younger ages, different toy ideas, or even what we got them the years prior, I'm going to put it all down below. I have filmed this specific video for a couple years now. I've also done Christmas hauls, so you can kind of get an idea for what age range, but I've also done gift guides from newborn all the way up until I believe 3 years old. So I'll link my gift guide playlist for those, but then I'll also individually link the past what we got our kids for Christmas and what those ages were in case you're curious. So I think I'm just going to start off with Remy first. If you guys are new to my channel or my videos, normally what we do for Christmas is we have a $100 budget for each kid, and then we also do have a $100 budget for the combined present. We typically try to stick to one. I believe altogether we were just $20 over budget, but everybody got the same amount of presents. I think it was well worth it, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So the first thing Remy's going to be getting is one of these jumbo coloring pads. Sophie got one for her birthday and they both really loved it, and the quality of these coloring pads from Melissa and Doug is really great. You know, I've seen these around on other people's kind of birthday gift guides and hauls, and I've always just been like, it's just a coloring book, who cares? But honestly, these are really, really great, and they're really inexpensive on Amazon, which is where I bought all this stuff. I placed one huge Amazon order and I was done with Christmas like that. So I will link everything down in the drop box for you guys. But yes, Remy will be getting one of these. And then I got each of the girls a game, and I wanted to get Remy this Lucky Duck game. I think it is going to really be a hit with both the girls. I mean, I used to play this as a kid. It didn't have the best ratings, but honestly it didn't work perfectly when I was playing it. So it sounds like it really hasn't improved any, but it's still going to be a really cute game, and it is young enough for Remy where I think she might be able to get the gist of it as well, and if not, something she can grow into. So this next item has been on their Christmas wish list on Amazon since like a few days after last Christmas. I know that sounds crazy, but that's something that I do. If something catches my eye, I'll just throw it on a list so I can remember it, and I'm super glad I did because I cannot wait for them to get these. But it is this Bilibo seat. I'm not sure if I'm saying that brand correctly. Like I said, I'll have it linked, so it doesn't really matter. But basically, it's just this little seat that they can sit in, they can spin, they can turn it over, they can crawl on it, they can put it on their head and wear it as a hat, they can drop it on the ground like I almost did. Really, it's like an open-ended toy. There's a lot of different uses for it. I've seen so many people recommend this for open-ended play, and my girls very much get enjoyment out of things they can exert energy, so I do try to get toys that also kind of cater to that as well. They have a ton of different colors, but again, I just stuck to getting the same color, so hopefully there's minimal fighting. Next thing for Remy, she loves to dance and sing along, and I wanted to get her just kind of a regular old microphone that, you know, she could sing whatever song she's into at the moment, you know, not something that's necessarily electronical or plays a specific character song. So I went with this Hape microphone. It's one of those old school ones that just echoes when you talk into it. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but I think she's gonna have a ton of fun with this. She is definitely like our dancer singer girl. And then the last present for Remy is going to be this Leapfrog, I don't even know what it's called, Go With Me ABC backpack. Honestly, I had a different gift in mind for her. I was just randomly roaming around Amazon, as I do occasionally, and I saw this. I also saw it at Target, and it had so many good reviews. I liked the fact that it does have a magnetic board over here for her to practice writing. You know, it's got all these letters over here that remove. You also can close it up and wear it like a backpack, which is something she's been really into lately. I really didn't even look into it anymore, which you guys know is really odd for me, but it had such great reviews that it was kind of everything that I was looking for as far as an educational gift goes for her. So I think she's gonna really enjoy that as well. But that is everything as far as Remy's specific gifts go. And then as far as Sophie, she will also be getting a coloring pad. You know, it doesn't really matter who gets which of this one because they'll both end up coloring in both of them. And then for her game, I got this Crazy Cereal by Educational Insights game. You guys know that I love the Educational Insights brand. I cannot speak today, but I thought this game looked really cool. So basically it's going to light up the spoon, whatever color cereal it wants you to get, and that's what you pick up with the spoon. I just felt like that's really genius. I think it's going to keep them preoccupied for quite a long time. I love the Educational Insights games because I feel like they always include at least two pairs of things, so both my kids can play with it, which I really enjoy as well, because I know they're both going to be all over this game. It seems like a pretty simple concept, but really genius. What ages is this? Ages 4 and up, but honestly it's probably just because of these small little cereal parts, but Remy's not really in the sticking stuff in her mouth phase anymore. I will say that Educational Insight games can be a little pricey. They're typically around $20, give or take. I think this one was like 22, but honestly they're so worth it. The quality and the fun and just the education that my girls get out of it, I will continue to buy them. So I just wanted that to be said. And she is also getting one of the Bilibo seats as well, and I'm just not going to take this one out of the plastic because you've already seen it and what it looks like. But again, just a nice open-ended, burn some energy kind of toy, and can't get enough of those in my house. And then her next gift, she started making necklaces in preschool, and she loves doing it. So I thought, why not go out on a leap here and get her a necklace set? I like this Melissa and Doug one because the beads aren't too terribly small. It's still pretty basic with just like your string as the thing holding the beads on. It's not crazy metal or, you know, needing tools to put some clasp on or anything like that. It says it's ages 4 and up, and I just thought it was like a fun little activity that me and her can do together, you know, something that's specific to her. She doesn't necessarily have to share, and I don't know, I'm just very much looking forward to this because I think it's going to allow her to be really creative and do something that she's been really enjoying doing. And then Sophie's last present is this Educational Insight My First Workbench Design and Drill. So this is what it looks like. It's huge. It's humongous. So I'll just put it like this. So basically, if you couldn't tell, let me see. Yeah, the back has a little bit of a better picture. So basically, it's a workbench that has open spots for them to drill, and it does come with a couple different tools. There's this one, which I do believe is electronical, so it's going to actually help them. And then there's also a hammer as well that they can use to also get out and also hammer in some different ones. But they have a lot of different versions of this, and I've been looking at this for quite some time too, because Sophie is very much the kind of kid who gets instant gratification out of toys. While she can be very creative, I just feel like when it comes to toys, she's not one to very often sit down and play with dolls and make them talk and stuff like that. She more wants to be hands-on and doing something that she can watch and see, and it reward her for it. But getting back to this toy, I specifically got it because I liked the bench aspect. Like I said, they have a lot of different versions of this. They have like briefcases that you can fold up. They have ones that are just kind of standalone things that you can drill. I think there's even a robot. But this I liked because it was storage. You know, it's a bench with a drawer that comes out where all this stuff can go in when it's done, and that's what I really liked about it. So this one is a little bit more expensive than some of the other ones, but because of the storage, I was completely okay with it, and I just can't wait. I think she's gonna have a blast with this thing. It looks like so much fun. It looks like something her and her dad would have a lot of fun doing, and something that's simple enough that I can even help her with. But that is everything as far as their individual gifts go, and now I'm just going to show you their shared gift. So I've filmed this last bit a couple different times now, and the easiest way I think is to just take the big present out of the box because the box is bigger than it. So this year for their shared present, they're going to be getting the Kinderfeet's Kinder Board, and this is what it looks like. I know it's kind of hard to show you, but it's this huge real piece of wood that is concave. And let me explain this. I've been looking at these kind of boards for quite some time, at least a few years, and I couldn't find any at like a major retailer. I could only find them on Etsy, which I appreciate the handmade work, but they were several $100s, and that just isn't in the budget. And it wasn't until I believe like last year this company started up on Amazon, and they've been selling these basically wobble boards for $100, which is still pretty expensive. But honestly, this is real wood. It's nice, it's sturdy. This is something that you're going to be able to pass down from kid to kid. You can pass this on to your kids when they have kids. This is something that you're going to buy once and never again because it's going to last, you know. And it is another open-ended toy. I've just been looking at it because, again, with the open-ended toys, it just basically means you can use them in a ton of different ways. There's no wrong way to use them. They can be creative, they can use it for active play, it doesn't matter, you know. So I've been looking at one of these because I just feel like this, I don't know, I just look at these and I think of my girls and I think of all the different things that they're gonna think of and all the different games they can play. They can turn this over and pretend it's like a little bridge between their river stones. They can turn it over and pretend like they're surfing. They can, you know, like do so many different things with these. We were between a couple different things, but honestly, Mark and I were just talking the other night about how glad we are that we went with this because we feel like it's just the best option. I feel like no matter what age your kid is, as long as they're like, I don't know, like 10 years and younger, I think they'd get a lot of gratification out of this kind of toy. And the box was huge. They have different washes. Mine is in the white wash. They also have a more natural looking board. They have a lavender and teal wash as well, but I just kind of went with the white one. Also, if you do have hardwood floors, they have a version available that has a really nice felt piece underneath, so it will protect your floors, but we don't have that, so we just have carpet. So I just wanted to get them the bare board, but I'm very happy with it, you know. And I will say, this is natural wood, so if there are little nicks like in the middle of my board somewhere, I can't even find it anymore, you know, so if you have like a little nick or something, or the paint's not perfect, you know, it's natural wood, so they're not going to alter the natural wood or fill it for you. They're just going to go ahead, like right here, this is where it is. I bet you can't even see that. Hopefully my camera can pick it up, but there's just like the tiniest little notch in there. It's just part of the wood, so don't get alarmed or anything. I feel like this is a very well-made piece. But yeah, that is everything that the girls got for Christmas this year. You know, they only ended up, I think, getting 5 presents each, but honestly, that's something that we kind of stuck to last year. Inadvertently, it's not really like we set out to do that, it's just a budget thing. I stick to the budget more than anything, but last year it also happened to be that way, and we just found like it worked really well. They weren't super overwhelmed Christmas morning. They didn't have too much stuff that they couldn't even play with some things, you know, and they're also getting gifts from other people as well. So we knew that there's plenty to go around, so we try to make our money count when and where we get things. And yeah, I'm really happy. I cannot wait for the girls to open up their Christmas presents. It's gonna be so great. And if they're good, we're putting in a good letter to Santa. They're asking for some Toy Story toys this year, and you know, if Santa can pull that off, I think the girls are going to lose their minds. So we'll just have to wait and see if they're good girls. But yeah, that is everything that the girls are getting for Christmas this year. Like I said, I will have the previous year videos linked and also my playlist linked if you need video ideas for kids of younger ages. I'll have everything linked down in the description below as far as these presents go. If you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comments below, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.